Wednesday.
Pete Rose claims he's come clean. Baseball's all-time hit leader admits now that he gambled on baseball while he was managing the Reds. So should his lifetime ban be lifted, allowing Rose a shot at the Hall of Fame, or should that admission that he lied with a book to make money off it sour his chances even more? Kilmeade's here, the baseball king, king of everything. What do you think?
Well, what I think is it's kind of interesting in that he still expresses bitterness in the interview last night and with Men's Journal and a few of the print magazines.
It's all our fault.
To John Dowd for the investigation, and these are my betting slips, which is the biggest sidetrack. You admit you betted on baseball. That's the big news. Why you focused on they used the wrong betting slips and I don't use them. Number two is he's got to apologize to a whole bunch of people and look somewhat sincere. And finally, I just find it hard to believe he says he never bet from the clubhouse. When Roger Kahn, who did the book with him in 1989, was here on this channel 24 hours ago, said I was sitting there when he was in uniform before they knew he was actually going to get suspended, and he was making calls and placing bets in uniform. He said, should you be doing that? He said, oh, everyone does that. Now, that's in his own autobiography. So he's caught there. Is that significant? I'm not sure. But I called the commissioner's office a short time ago, and I said, do you feel there's a rush in timetable because you have a season about to start, and this issue, which has been going on now for 14 years, should really have an answer by then to make your lives easier? He said, we're in no rush. We will not be rushed into this. We are watching everything he does, how he handles the publicity and his explanation.
What do you think?
What do I think? I think that the commissioner's office has to do something where put him on probation for 3 years and may throw him to the Hall of Famers, past the writers. But I think the commissioner, that man in particular, when his office told Pete Rose to reconfigure his life, he really has done that in coming clean, saying I bet on baseball.
So who knows if he's come clean? He may still be telling lies about the bullpen. But
can it get much worse?
I don't know.
Can you throw, if it proves that he's throwing a game? And I don't think they have any investigation in place to say, okay, let's find out if he pulled in his reliever, John Franco, in the 7th inning to preserve a 3-run lead in the middle of the year that would hurt their team. You can't prove that. Yeah. So I think more than likely, word has it out of the commissioner's office that they will look for a probationary period, which will last over 2 years, which will put you towards the Hall of Famers to vote on and take it away from the writers. So if that happens and he reconfigures his life, including staying away from the racetrack, which he absolutely loves. It's like an alcoholic says, I just want wine. You're supposed to just go cold turkey. So if he does that in a probationary period, but I look for something to happen positive for Pete Rose, because in many ways he did hit the mark. You can't make a guy cry. Everyone apologizes differently. And when you talk about tenor of voice and does he look like he's upset, I think you're getting into the nuances of it, which is past it. I think the confession gets him at least probation.
All right. What's your favorite game this weekend?
I think the favorite game this weekend that I'll watch, because it's going to be so cold, and I'm so glad I don't have to cover it, is the New England game. Yeah. And New England's going to be hosting the Tennessee Titans, and they played the best regular season game, 38-30. The Patriots prevailed.
Incredible game.
But that's going to be sub-zero weather. But there's people in Philadelphia that are just elated by the chance. They feel this is the year. The #1 seed. They've already overcome so much, from the Donovan McNabb controversy to a guy that took about 6 months to get on track after his injury. They're finally home, #1 seed, but playing against a team that's on such an emotional high, along with a win streak, with maybe the best quarterback ever in Brett Favre. So it's going to be a lot of excitement. And you know what? This guy's going to be loose.
Yeah.
They're playing on house money.
Yeah, and the cold weather in Philly ain't going to bother the Pack.
Right. And, you know, the Packer fans can be loud. They also can get disappointed quick and turn on their guys if they get off to a slow start who have been off for 2 weeks.
All right, so that's 2 games. There are 2 other games.
Yeah, I think all the games, I think, are going to be sensational. However, Carolina in particular, I think, has the best chance for an upset. Because Mark Bolger. And I think his forearm's bad. And I could see a Drew Bledsoe, which he did a few years ago, a Kurt Warner appearance like Drew Bledsoe did a few years ago to spark that team. But it was amazing. When Kurt Warner was asked to play, he said, I don't think so. I don't want to play. Leave him in. Strange reaction.
Yeah, very strange.
All right.
Thank you, Kilmeade.
When are you ever going to say, Brian, what are you doing later? Let's hang out. Let's pal around. Is that ever going to happen?
You're going to a soccer game with your kid tonight.
That's true.
So
but it would be nice to be asked.
God bless you.
All right.
Soon, Brian. I'd like that.
Soon.
You're asleep when I'm awake.
Yes, promise. That's true.
I have to go. Pete Rose, by the way, is on O'Reilly tonight. Did you know about that?
Yes, live.
Pete Rose on O'Reilly. He's answered questions, but he hasn't answered questions like this. Not from Bill O'Reilly. Get on the phone, call your friends, see Pete Rose tonight. We're coming back in a second. Stick around.
You yell a lot.
I do yell.